All right, I'm so excited to talk about blitzing. Blitzing is the key to building our business, right? Even if we have friends and family interested in the beginning, we want to keep our blitz cards handy and we need to start blitzing immediately. Now, people have a lot of fear about blitzing. Blitzing sometimes isn't easy, but we need to step out of our comfort zone and we need to just do it. So, how do you blitz people? What do you say? I mean, there's so many different situations. So I'm kind of going to talk about a few of them in certain positions that we might be in. If you are already engaging in a conversation with somebody, you need to stick it in. You need to figure out some type of way to bring it up. So even if you're, let's say maybe your kid's in dance or gymnastics or some kind of sport, and maybe you're talking to the mom next to you and just having a normal conversation about your kids' life, whatever, you need to bring it in. So what do you do for a living? Oh, really? Okay. Well, hopefully they ask you what you do for a living. And what do you say? Well, you know what? Actually, I'm an It Works distributor. Have you heard of It Works before? No? Here, let me grab you a coupon. I reach in my bag, I grab a coupon. All right, so basically what it is, it's a site-specific wrap, so it looks like this. You could put it anywhere on your body, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna tighten, tone, and firm your skin. I absolutely love these wraps. Something like that. Be excited. Don't just say, here's a coupon, tighten, tones, firms. You need to be excited. You need to show your passion and show this is something that you use and that you like and a good product. So they have their coupon. What do you do now? You don't keep talking. You don't sit there and tell them, well, yeah, detoxes and you lose inches and blah, 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 blah. You don't. If you are already engaged in a conversation, more than likely, they're going to say, well, I mean, how does it work? Like, what does it do? What do you want to do from there? You want to pull out your phone, and I hope you've done this by now, but you want to save pictures on your phone, before and after pictures. Hopefully they could be of your customers, but if they're not, use my customers, use corporate photos, have them on your phone and say, here, let me show you some pictures of what it does. And I like to have my own customers because it's a little more believable. I like to have a picture of myself because it's a little more believable. So I show them my phone and I say, this is what it does. This is my customer I wrapped last week. She had amazing results. And, they might have further questions from there, and typically you will know how to answer them. So the main point is getting them to try it. Don't sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. You need to just stop and say, you need to try it. When can we set up a time for you to try it? If they're interested, set up a time for them to try it. You can talk all day and tell them what this wrap does, but the only way they will ever know that it works and what it does is for them to try it themselves. So your ultimate goal when someone is very, very interested in the products is to take their information, call them, and wrap them. Maybe even set up a wrap party, mention to them that they could get it for free if they set up a wrap party. Now this is a situation where you're already engaged with the person. So that does make it a lot easier when you're already engaged with someone, you're already having the conversation. But if you're not, it makes it a little harder, but you could definitely still do it. So I'm gonna pretend that I'm at, let's say I'm checking out the grocery store, the girl's ringing all my groceries, and I swipe my credit card, she gives me the receipt, and then what do? I say, hey, by the way, let me grab you a coupon real quick. We have this is what I do, this is my business, we have these site-specific wraps that tighten, tone, and firm your skin. Here you go. You could even stick in something like, here you go, pass it on to a friend. Sometimes people will be nervous that you'll be kind of calling them out and saying that they're fat or something, but you need to keep in mind that this is a skin treatment, this is not weight loss. So if someone ever does say something to you like, what are you trying to say? You're trying to say that I need it? I've actually heard that before, and if they do say something like that, tell them, everybody needs this. This does so much for your skin, it tones. Everybody needs these wraps. That's what I say to people. So if you're nervous about what they're gonna, their reaction, you can always say, hey, give it to a friend. That's a lot less pressure off them. That almost sounds like you're just passing out coupons to try and promote what you have. Another thing I like to say, I think it's always like the feel, like what are you going to say? What kind of situation are you in? But another thing I like to say is, hey, I'm promoting this product. It's very new to the area. If you don't mind, I'd love to give you a coupon. Another thing to say, instead of saying, hey, these are these wraps that I sell, you know, try and get rid of the word sell. And you're promoting a product. That's what you're doing. You're not trying to sell wraps, because remember that it's all about the customer and not about you. So you are not on a blitzing adventure to make money. You are on a blitzing adventure to help people. So it's always about them, not about you. Make sure you talk and make sure you let them know that. So that's if you're checking out at a grocery store. You could just hand it to them and walk away. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go to strip malls or even the mall and go store to store and give it to the people that work there. So in a situation like that, I would say something like, hey guys, you know, again, you could say, we're promoting a product that's fairly new to the area. If you don't mind, I want to give you guys a few coupons. Give them 2 or 3 coupons. Or you could say, hey, have you guys ever heard of It Works before? That's a big one that I say. And more than likely they're going to say no, and you're going to give them 2 or 3 coupons, and you're going to say, well, hey, we've got these site-specific wraps. You can put them anywhere on your body, and they tighten, tone, and firm your skin. And you know, sometimes at that point people will be like, yeah, you know what, I actually have heard of this. And you know what I'll say, well, have you tried it? And they'll be like, no. And I'll be like, oh, you have got to try it. And if they're interested, take their information. So those ways of blitzing are going to be a lot easier because you are engaging in the conversation and because you are talking to the people that work there. And typically the workers at a store have to be nice to you because they work there and because they're, you know, being customer service oriented. Now, if you were to blitz somebody in the store, they might get a little offended, have a little negative feedback from you. You just have to keep in mind, do you like when people, you know, you're at the mall and someone stops you and says, hey, do you want to try this? Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, no, I don't have time for that crap, you know, and you just want to move on and you want to get on with your life and they're trying to sell you something. Well, I sure in heck don't like people like that either. So when you hand someone a coupon, more than likely they're going to think that you're trying to sell them something. So it's very important to tell people that you're just giving them a coupon, you know, you're just promoting this product, you just want to get it in people's hands. So another thing I do like to do is try and start small talk. So whether it's the person behind you in line, whether it's, you know, you're at the gym and it's the person in the locker room, try and start some kind of small talk like, wow, it's so nice outside today, or oh my gosh, your son is so cute, how old is he? Get into some kind of conversation and you know, kind of try and push it in. Or at the end of the conversation, be like, well, hey, you know what, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to give you a coupon. This is a product that I'm promoting in the area. Give them a coupon. You don't ever want to ask people if they would like a coupon. I kind of do ask people, but I'm more giving it to them. So when I'm saying, if you don't mind, I'd love to give you a coupon, I give it to them. I don't ask them, hey, would you like if I gave you a coupon? And wait for them to respond and then pull my coupon out. I am telling them, would you mind if I gave you a coupon, as I'm giving it to them. So it's kind of like they really can't say no. I mean, sometimes people say no, but most of the time they just take my coupon. So small talk is good to, you know, get the conversation in. If you want to just straight cold blitz, that's probably the hardest type of blitzing to do. And to be honest with you, I do get a lot of people that get mad at me when I do it because people don't want to be bothered. But if you do want to, you know, you just want to get those coupons in people's hands and you just want to straight blitz, you can. So, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. But let's say, okay, let's say you're again at a store and maybe, you know, maybe you guys are both looking at clothes or something like that and you're right next to her. You could turn to her and him or her and say, hey, have you heard of It Works before? They're probably going to say no and be like, well, you know what, sorry to interrupt you, but if you wouldn't mind, I just want to give you a coupon. It's a product that I'm promoting that's new to the area. So don't be annoying. Don't bother people because people don't want to be bothered. But you know what? You never know who you might ask that's next to you that might be looking for our products. I couldn't tell you how many times I have had people say to me, wow, is this these wraps that I've been hearing about? And I'm like, uh-huh. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you just gave this to me because I've been looking to try this. This is getting more popular, guys. We are in the right place at the right time. Why? Because It Works is getting a lot more popular nowadays. And it's really a good thing that people have heard of us because people are less skeptical. Oh my gosh, I think I had a friend invite me to a wrap party, but I couldn't make it. Oh, you know what? I think I have a cousin in California that sells it. This is a good thing, guys. I will tell you, 2.5 years ago when I got started with It Works, no one had heard of it, and people thought I was crazy. People thought I was just, you know, selling some crazy product, and they always said to me, if this is so great, how come I've never heard of it? And that stumped me because I was like, I don't know why you've never heard of it. It is great, I promise, you gotta try it. But we have a humongous advantage right now because people have heard of It Works and it is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So use that to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. Make sure you are blitzing people everywhere you go. Make sure you are creating habit. If you can blitz people everywhere you go, it'll just come natural. It won't be scary anymore. It'll just be a natural thing. But you need to make sure that if you ever have a conversation with anybody, whether it's the mom next to you, whether it's the cashier, whether it's at the Starbucks drive-thru, those girls and guys need to have a coupon. I go to Starbucks probably every day or every other day, and I'm telling you, every time I go, I leave 2 coupons. And they probably think I'm crazy by now, but I don't care because no one's called me yet, so I'm gonna keep leaving my coupons and, you know, keep doing that. So, and there is a strip mall by my house, and I will keep blitzing them. I think the more that they see this, they're like, oh my gosh, this is the 3rd coupon I've got. What in the world is this, you know? So people will pay attention. It's like the more they see something, the more it will click in their head. So blitz, blitz, blitz. Don't be scared. It's a little scary in the beginning, but I promise that it'll come so naturally once you create that habit. And be friendly. Do not be salesy. Do not be pushy or rude, or, you know, don't interrupt people and, hey, can I give you a coupon? You know, people don't like people like that. The best way I found to blitz is to make small talk with people. That's my best blitzing method. So good luck, guys. I know you could do it. Blitz, 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 blitz. 5 people a day, 10 people a day, at least 5 people a day. So you've got this.